I'm getting in character.
Okay, same.
I do not. I do not. I'm not a slack-jawed idiot.
Is there-
Because I have a deviated septum. Oh, we have to clap. We have to clap. We have
Oh,
to
yeah,
clap.
yeah, yeah.
1, 2,
2,
3.
3. Sorry, I was being you, and I was clapping behind the beat. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, doppelgangers.
Hey, body doubles.
I'm Adrian.
And I'm Shiloh.
And welcome to the
Ladyboy Radio
Hour.
Hour. Booga booga boo.
I
Pee pee
don't
poo
fucking
poo. Hey, pee pee poo poo.
I'm Adrian. I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna interrupt your sentence, and then I'm gonna tell the longest story you've ever heard in my life.
And it's gonna be a sickening story. It's gonna be a sickening story. Oh, wow. Oh, I am so impressed. I wish I could play a woodwind. I am but a lowly T-boy that cannot play a woodwind instrument.
You know what I mean?
Let's start.
I'm gonna bludgeon you with this. Excuse me. I'm gonna bludgeon you with this, and this wig is fucking itchy as balls.
Hey, you. Are you a lady boy? Oh, bitch. Girl, I said, are you a? Are you a? Oh, us too.
Hey, guys.
Hey, dudes.
I'm Adrian.
I'm Shiloh.
And welcome to the
Ladyboy Radio Hour.
Okay.
So
Sorry, I put so much like forethought into what the intro was gonna be in the beginning.
Right.
That I completely blanked when we got to this one, and I said, "Oh, what do I say now?"
No, I genuinely had a hard time like starting the segment earlier as you, just because being you is really hard.
It's a big like burden to shoulder for sure.
Yeah, and the burden on my shoulders was that fucking wig.
Wow.
That shit is itchy. That's from your Cher Halloween costume. Oh, whoa, Cher.
Snap out of it.
We were once. Would it be
show
too
the
much?
photo right here.
Yes, I was gonna say we were
Show the
once.
photo right here.
Sunny and Cher for Halloween, back before
We
top
ate.
surgery and
We
before
tore.
I got my body dysmorphia kind of in check. So the shirt I ordered for it was like a 4X. Do you remember that?
I forgot about this. This was insane. This was well, okay, yeah, because
I was in the
this
pits.
was in October. Yeah, I don't even think that you were like
Out.
fully out yet. No, yeah. So
No.
your like perception of your body was so not like you just didn't.
Right.
And so like I remember like you like buying clothes. Yeah, like it was all like that wasn't the first time it happened, but like that was
No.
definitely like the outstanding like the most I think
Egregious.
worthy like occurrence of you buying something that was so not even like when I say that this could have actually fit 3 of you in there. It
right.
was so crazy.
Which
It
is
was
like
so wild.
kind of a tall ask because for those of you listening to the pod who hadn't seen the Bazoingas at the time, like I was racked up, and that ain't nothing wrong with that. It was kind of hilarious, like big heavy naturals.
All right.
But you could have fit 3 of me in that shirt. I just was like with my big tits and my breeding hips, this men's shirt.
You also got it online, so like,
Yes.
those things tend to run small too. So
A
it's like
4X was like you're
like a
pushing it, girl.
completely, but if you got like a 4X from like certain sites, like especially like if they're from like different like parts of the world, like the sizing is just like relative.
Yeah.
So like sometimes like a large will be more like a small. Still, like a 4X was like
Come on.
definitely ambitious because they do always have the measurements. You were just
And
on
I
the
looked
place
at
where,
them,
like,
dude. I looked at them and was like, yeah, I wanted a little big, so I guess I'll do a 4.
You looked at them, but did you look at your measurements?
Yeah. I knew what they were, like, vaguely, but I was like 20 inches of give. That sounds about right.
20 inches to give is crazy.
Like, y'all.
That's a whole thin person right there.
No, that's a whole
Like-
small person.
Okay.
But hey, I have something to ask you about Cher.
Ask me.
What's your favorite Cher music video?
My favorite Cher music video. Okay, so this is the thing. This, I would have to say, okay, so there's 2 answers, and you're gonna have to
I didn't know it was
walk
going to be
with
all
me.
this.
Generally speaking, the one that gets me fucking going is You Haven't Seen the Last of Me, because it's just straight up the clip from the movie. It's amazing. It's amazing. If we're talking about like the first one that comes to mind, please don't cancel me. It is Half Breed in the music video when she's on that horse. I'm sorry.
It is Puss. It's the original.
I'm sorry.
And also, isn't
can say what she was alluding to in that song is part of her like genetic like makeup, but I would argue that
not culturally.
Like, yes, like sort of that, but more so she's more impacted by the fact that she's Armenian. So that has a lot more to do with it, but the level of understanding about her like complicated like ethnic like heritage back in the 60s and 70s was not the conversation that like we were having.
Right.
So
wake it up.
Whatever.
But do you know why I asked you that?
Why did you ask me that?
Because
sir?
we're talking about music videos today.
Yes, we are.
I had to stop you before you talked about Cher for 45 more minutes.
Why would we do that? Why would we talk about the music videos? Was there something relevant?
She's got away.
What?
She's got away. That music video came out, no joke, 45 minutes ago, and we just watched it.
It was
really fucking good.
So good.
And it's fun, and I'm sure Mick can attest to this. Can I get a hell yeah, Mick?
Hell yeah.
That's what I thought. We were watching her like lounge on the fire escape with her hair down, and Mick was like, "Oh my god, no! Like I know exactly where that is. My god,
Completely.
I partied on that rooftop. I almost said rooftop.
Rooftop, but which rooftop was it?
Which rooftop was it? It's like an amazing music video. Oh my god, she has so many really sickening looks in it.
If you guys are watching this, I know that you have seen the music video by now, so let's just talk about it.
Let's just make it up.
The entire thing was amazing.
Right.
I love this weird, like, cousin It and her twin, like, relationship where one's red and one's green. I think that's amazing. I love that lore, coupled with the fact that when she sang Picture You in her shows, she would sing to, like, a wig on, like, a stand.
Yeah.
Love that. But the way that my breath was taken away with that first time that they cut to her like with the short hair and she's like dancing around in the street and like the papers are all like swirling around her. Wow.
And
that
also like
was amazing.
That shot is really fucking amazing, but what like struck me finally for the first time during that shot was the implications of the shot.
Yeah.
And her hair being gone and her in like business casual and surrounded by like litter. I was like, oh, this is the city beating the shit out of you.
Completely.
This is like the artist that moves to the city and has to settle down eventually. Like and get a normal
like
job.
The hottest fucking like lesbian
so
office
hot.
siren. Like it was so that took my breath away. Like her going
so
it kind of reminded me
like
of, do you remember the Farmer was it not the Farmer musical, but the other musical with Candy when she did
the social media one?
The social media.
She did
one.
LinkedIn.
Yeah. The way that she was working the hair and like that's
and they
what
put her
it
in the
gave
bottom.
to me. Mind you,
For what?
I think she was robbed. So when I say that that's what it gave to me, like that is the highest compliment because I got my whole entire life for Candy in that episode.
Whoever's doing Chapel's music videos, I mean, hers have always been really good, even when it was just her. Like,
this felt
not
like
to be a scholar, a Chaperone scholar, but as you know,
oh my God,
I am Chaperone's secret New York PR manager that she didn't know she had because all my friends are like, I know Chapel because of you. Good morning, Lauren. And they're like, I know Chapel because of you. But like when Naked in Manhattan was coming out and like My Kink is Karma, I was right there on the front lines. When those TikToks had like 80 likes, I was there. I was like, because that's just the side of TikTok I'm on. Not anymore because I had to delete the app. Thank you. What's your name? I forgot. Sasha Allen. Thank you, Sasha Allen. Tell Adora I said hi and tell her to answer her phone.
Stop it. This is so stupid.
That's the T-boy who tried to fight me this week. It's whatever. We know.
No, we saw.
The T-boy that tried to fight me this week, and that made me cry and delete TikTok for a little bit. All that to say, her music videos, even when the team was just her, has been really, really incredible.
Well, this feels like it's from the same mind as like the casual one too.
Oh.
Like which like makes sense because I feel like these two songs are definitely sisters. And she said that before, I think. Said that we're cousins.
Yeah, that makes sense if it's like the same girl in the narrative.
Yeah, no, like that. Oh my God, it's so good. It's so good, you guys.
So fucking good.
This also, like, I think just like alludes to like an age-old, like queer, gay pastime of just like watching music videos.
Yes. Oh my God. It's my favorite pastime, and I actually, if you will open the drive with your phone,
sure.
I have a list of historically sickening music videos up top here
Okay.
that I'm going to ask if you've ever seen. So we watched 2 of these this morning.
Sure
Or no,
did.
I deleted one of them because you were mad that like 10 years after the song came out, he like beat Beyonce for like, was it album of the year?
I don't even know that man. Like, damn.
It was Loser by Beck. I didn't know he ever beat her for anything.
I know nothing about that man. All I know is that he won album of the year over Beyonce like a few years ago. That's all I know.
Do you remember which Beyonce album it was?
Yeah, I think it was self-titled. It was either self-titled or like Lemonade. So like either way, like it was fucked up. And I remember like everyone just being like, "And who the fuck is back?" So yeah, we watched this video.
I didn't realize it was self-titled.
Yeah, it was definitely straight.
It was so straight. Well, also like that video's from like '98. Like it's
And
so
who the fuck
old.
is back, you guys?
Well, he's been around for so long.
Leave a comment below if you know who that is.
It's just me in the comments because again we have like 11 consistent viewers,
12.
me being one of them. But here's my list of music videos that I think like are so important
Let's
to
hear it.
history in the world. Video killed the radio star, The Bugles.
I'm so sorry. That song's been stuck in my head for like a week.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
A full week, and I don't know why.
Dude, it's because it's an amazing song and an amazing music video. That's the end of the sentence. It's like, because it had to be about the future. So it's got that kind of like retro futuristic thing going on where they're like, and these are the video stars of today. And they're like wearing weird tinsel wigs and like bobbing around in test tubes. It's great, but the budget is still like low in the way that a lot of music videos in the 80s were, because we weren't circulating music videos at the same level that we are now, or we were in the 90s and 2000s. Because like MTV
Wake it
and
up.
shit. Relax, Frankie Goes Hollywood. Are you familiar with that song?
I'm not familiar.
Relax, get to it. Then you wanna run into it. Relax, get to it. When you wanna come,
Sure.
relax.
Zoolander?
Zoolander. I've actually never seen Zoolander like that.
You should see the first one.
What do you mean like that?
Like I've seen clips of it when my dad was watching it.
It's camp for straight people.
Okay, like Dodgeball.
Yes. And it's got what's his face playing a model. Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller.
It's got Ben Stiller playing a model, and the whole thing is.
What are you whispering?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just have
into a
these
soul
dulcet tones.
Yeah, what?
No, Zoolander is about Ben Stiller playing a model named Derek Zoolander, who famously cannot turn left and also only has one look. But like everyone in the modeling industry is like, oh, all the looks are different. But like outside, it's literally like they do this calendar bit where it's the same shot of him. They just change the shirt in the background, and it's like
Oh, wow.
January, February, March, and it's literally like serving puss the whole time. And then the song Relax is a trigger that hypnotically makes him try to assassinate someone.
That song is amazing.
The,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the whole movie is a comedy about models becoming assassins against their will.
And that song is a banger. And let me tell you about the music video, which now I understand it's just Zoolander. The music video at the time was like banned on MTV and BBC because it is a full, for the time, very uncensored look at the like S&M scene in London.
Oh.
So it's literally like whips and chains and leather daddies. Like it's very fierce for the time. Extremely fierce for the time.
Slap.
If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Like a Prayer, Madonna. Everyone clap. Yep. I don't need to say anything else. Losing My Religion, REM, which is another like that's for straight people.
Not seen
Are
it.
you familiar? Losing My Religion, REM. It's beautiful. It's a song about flying off the handle, because for the Southerners, when you're like, I'm losing my religion, it's like, it means like I'm flying off the handle. I'm like so mad that I'm like, and it's just a super beautiful song about like, it's really good. It's a great song. If you know it, a lot of people do. And the music video is just a series of like very beautiful stills about religion, politics, and it's very like, it's like very brown washed footage. That sounds like something different, but like it's very old and aged looking. It's very cool. Thank you, sepia. It's sepia or sepia?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think it's sepia.
Sepia. Hey Ya, Outcast. Everyone clap.
See?
D'Angelo, How Does It Feel? Are you familiar? How does it feel? Have you seen that music video?
Yes.
Great.
Who was that just now singing?
Me as D'Angelo. Okay. Banger, nude.
Yeah.
Many
Mama,
artists
like
have
famously nude.
and many artists have stolen that.
That's
like,
the blueprint.
of
fucking
like
blueprint.
panning up over your naked body. Most famously, I think of white celebrities who have completely like nerfed that idea and stolen it.
In many such
Brendan
cases.
Urie in the Girls
Not a
Girls
friend of the pod.
Boys, not a friend of the pod. In the Girls Girls Boys music video that came out in like 2013, he has a very similar. It's the exact same premise for the music video. Loser, Work It, Missy Elliott.
Mama.
Faith George Michael.
I'm not familiar with that one, I don't think.
Oh my God. It's actually very simple, but everything that he has ever done, I think, is so like queer and like visibly fruity.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
That much I do
a
know.
queer man like singing about having to have faith in love and life.
Very, very.
And the visuals are very still and flat. Yes, Mick.
flat.
What year? Do we know maybe like what year this came out contextually? Or was it this like the early 90s? Was it the late 90s? Was it the early aughts?
I
What
want
was
to
this
say
one?
early 90s. Faith George Michael.
I can look it up real quick.
It's got to be early, or I'm going to say mid 90s because this is post Wham.
So why is it not going to tell me? Okay, got it. Hold on. Let's just keep it going.
Yeah, Faith George Michael. Girls Just
My
Oh
phone
Sweet
glitched out.
Dreams Eurythmics. Like
Huge,
that had
huge,
some crossing
huge.
in it.
Mama.
Annie,
Sure
is that
did.
Annie Lennox? I think
Yeah.
it is.
Yes.
Annie Lennox, like, I think my mom showing me Annie Lennox and Eurythmics made me gay. And
Wow.
Girls Just Want to Have Fun, Cyndi Lauper, all the gay people clap. Take On Me, Aha, which I left for last because it's probably one of the most revolutionary music videos of all time. And you can tell I'm excited because I'm stumbling over my words. I fucking love music videos. Yeah,
You know what I'm excited about?
I love them.
I'm excited to take a little break. And then when we come back, we're going to take a look at some more music videos. And we're going to figure out if they are gay, straight,
Or queer. Bye. Hey, y'all. Let's get serious for a second. Through this podcast, we primarily highlight and discuss local queer organizations or relevant local events like elections. However, it is extremely important that we also use this platform to talk about the genocide and occupied Palestine.
For anybody that has listened to this podcast or that has known us in real life, you know we are and have always been in support of a free Palestine. None of that has changed, nor will it.
What has changed is that the genocide of the Palestinian people has reached the point of no return. They are past the point of starvation. If you haven't been paying attention or haven't helped, it is still not too late.
You can find a donation link to the UNRWA, the United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestine Refugees in the Near East, in our link tree.
Donate what you can, spread awareness, and keep the people of Palestine in your thoughts.
None of us will be free until all of us are free. And we're back.
And we are. Did you hear that we're back?
We're so back.
We're so back. We're gonna do gay, straight, or queer. What's going on with my hair? Something crazy?
Not anymore.
We're gonna play gay, straight, or queer because I made a list, and this list you're gonna be like, this is a weird list, a weird sample.
Before that, could you explain to the people that maybe perhaps are not so familiar, what is gay, straight, or queer?
Well, we two know nothing faggots like to
Know a couple
label-
things.
Well, we know some things. Two know some stuff faggots, who like to decide if media is either gay, straight, or queer with like no other qualifiers except our gut feeling about it, because there will be stuff by queer and gay people that is straight. You know?
Yes. And like a lot of it like has to do with the intended and actual audience for it / like what the messaging is supposed to be. Gay as in like, oh, this is gay, there's gay people that might be in it, there's gayness,
Celebratory of
there's some
gays.
level of gay. Straight is none of that, but then queer is that it's actually subversive. And we are in like like a really weird place in society right now where it's like there is not like a lot of freedom, but we still do have some. So there is like certain like little, oh no, but like you can do this. Oh wow, and look at these like two like brown gays like making out in the Target ad. Woo. Right. But I think that you can always tell what the intended message and audience is, and that's really what we're like looking into.
Yes.
Sometimes it's not the intent, but it is just the reality. Go on.
All of that to say, the sample of music videos that we have, you're gonna be like,
Is
this
biased.
is a little, how you say faggy, because it is from our like YouTube history. So that being said, you're gonna be like, all right, striptease, FKA Twigs.
I think that's definitely queer.
I think it's definitely queer. The girl is
I think it's
voguing.
definitely queer. The girl is voguing.
For the
It's
first
really
time, voguing well.
yes. It's really like filthy and like seedy and like which like is very well. I mean, it's like the whole entire like record is like inspired by like the Berlin like sort of like the nightlife scene. So
Combination of
that
like
is
Berlin
very very
and
queer.
very like 80s like
Because-
ballroom.
Yeah, because it's like completely like transgressing like social norms. But
And
but
it's
I also think that like the
Whole
slutty
album's so
like
good.
office siren like aesthetic is very queer too sometimes, because it's a lot of very often like trans folk in like these like office jobs that are trying to cunt up their little button down and their little so like that
And-
feels so like queer like trans DJ on the side like type of vibe.
Well, and
Like I
also
love it.
striptease isn't even about like sex. That song, she's like, because the whole album is like, not to, but for those who haven't listened to Eusexual, please go listen to it. It's amazing. It takes you on a journey, but she talks about sex very early, being like, I'm having sex with strangers because I don't want to know anything about you and I don't want you to know anything about me. And then when she gets to striptease, she's saying like, opening me and getting to know me is like a striptease. So her being like, you seeing me intimately and not just in a sexual way is the intimate, like, sexual part now. Like, that in itself has become sexual. Like, it's queer. That's so queer. That's so queer.
Completely queer.
So queer.
Okay, next one.
Jerkin.
My Amel and a Sniffers.
Here's the thing. I don't know if Amel is gay. I don't know, but I feel like yes. But I'll say the music video is queer. Actually, oh, this is tough. Because there's a lot of like...
I think this is complicated because I think that in spirit, a lot of, well, that and then like a lot of that vibe and genre and feel is very queer in themes, but I think in practice, it can sometimes be very trans exclusionary, very not queer.
Yeah.
I don't get that vibe from her or her work. So I'm gonna say we're definitely more on the like the gay queer side of it all,
Yeah.
but I think that the vibe evoked itself, I think, is a little bit of like a flip flop. Is that like fair? Do you think?
Australian punk is like, unfortunately, because Australians like, because they're white people, they are racist. And the scene is really exclusionary of people of color and women, trans people, like
Yeah.
specifically. So the existence and success of Amel of the Sniffers is like
That's the yeah.
an elevation above straight culture. I would say. I think the material is queer,
Yes.
but I don't know.
The context and everything around it might be a little more.
might be
complicated.
make it a little more gay.
Leave a comment below and let us know what you think about that, because also
Next
we're
one's
not from
easy.
Australia.
Actually, I think the
Telephone.
next one.
Lady Gaga, Beyonce.
Can we say it on 3? 1, 2, 3. Gay.
Gay.
Yeah.
It's completely gay.
It's so
well,
gay.
because also what makes something gay in the way that we like look at it too is that if it's something that is sort of for gay queer people, but it is also very successful and very well liked,
Extremely
and doesn't
commercial.
make the straight people think.
Opens the
that-
door
that
for
also
straight
makes it
people
gay, I
to
feel.
enjoy gay and queer culture, but like doesn't make them ask hard questions.
Doesn't ask like too much of it. The next one.
Catch These Fists, Wet Leg. I don't know if you remember this music video at all.
I think I do like a little bit, but I would generally say that it's definitely at least gay.
At least I would say, I want to say queer because this is like a very queer
Yeah.
lady, and also that whole album. I mean, it's queer in the way that it exists in the album, because
Mhm.
the album's about her like very queer romance and
Period.
relationship
Okay.
of several years. And this is the one song that's like about capital M men, where she's like, I don't want your love. I want to beat the shit out of you.
Look it
Like
up.
when you approach me in public, I want to fight you.
Yeah.
And that to me is pretty queer.
That feels queer. Yeah.
Wuthering Heights, Kate Bush. Take it away, Adrian.
Okay, so now we're really, really talking. I would say that this is actually really interesting because I would say that right now in this moment in time, it is 100% completely queer. But I think at the time of release, it was more so gay because Kate was really, really popular. And so
Kate
I
was
think
very
a
popular.
lot of straight people were also going up for it, which is valid.
And
they
Wuthering
can.
Heights is
Wuthering Heights
straight
is
media.
straight completely. However, the actual art itself, especially in the way that it exists like now, like amongst like those who love it like me, is it's fucking weird. It's so strange. It's so and this song especially because it's literally like Wuthering Heights. There's so much lore because there's literally a whole ass fucking book. Like this
Yeah,
is
Mary.
like queer people city because you can get up here and you can feel that judged and you can be singing lyrics that are basically just like adapted straight from the dialogue of the book.
Completely. The next one I didn't even put no, the next one we don't even have to talk about. It's Loser by Beck on 3.
I'm
One,
not familiar.
2,
Straight.
3,
Oh,
straight.
straight. 1, 2, 3.
Cantissimo
Okay, so that's so.
by Marina,
Hey.
formerly. So sorry, Lauren.
Cantissimo, I think is definitely
It's
100% fiercely. I think it's gay, but I think it's a little bit more
On the queer side.
because
it's about like a woman getting older and refusing to settle down.
and it's also that, and then I think it's also it's so clearly like I'm cunty. That is queer.
That
Because you
cunt in the
are
name.
actively like trying to like appeal to the cunty sensitivities.
Yeah. And one thing I love, in that music video, if you haven't seen it, she's like walking around a beautiful chateau, like in all these fierce outfits. And if you're a Marina fan, you know, in the old days, she used to put like a little eyeliner heart on her cheek.
Sure did.
And like 30 minutes before they started filming Cantissimo, she was like, I have the blonde hair. It's like so Electra Heart. What if I put a little star by my eye? So she put a little star for like continuity. And she's like, this is Electra Heart, like the character of Electra Heart, but like grown up. And I was like, that's fierce.
Heyo.
Because like real gay bitches are Electra Heart heads.
Disease. Mama, that is so queer. Gaga has always been queer in her stuff because it has always pushed the boundary. And it's always like, there's always been like a level of like discomfort that like I think is like actively like played with in the music. And then now this
and the
is
music
cool
video
because
has
it feels
horror elements.
Oh, completely.
In
which
a way
is
that's
queer.
very queer.
Um,
Ain't that right, Mick? Horror, queer.
Love horror, love queer. Hell yeah. No, it's fucking great. The music video, I actually know this one. They're literally like dancing around. Oh, wait, no. I was thinking of Abracadabra. I don't know this one.
Disease is so good.
Abracadabra
it's the one
is queer,
where
dare I say.
like Mayhem is like
Sorry.
in the car or like following her around, and she's also like that like part like where she's running through those like two walls like in between
And they're
the
like
houses
closing in
and,
on
yeah,
her.
they're closing in. It's really really cool
The
because
reveal
it
of like the
is-
witch doctor with the spooky
so
coin purse
cool.
eye.
It's
Guys,
so
it's
cool.
so
Well,
good.
and then the fact that it feels like a return to form is also I think like very queer because it is
Yeah.
completely like she's carving her own path of like what her like trajectory and her like work is gonna be like.
Denial is a river, Dochi. Oh, queer as balls. Because I think
Yeah,
a queer woman discussing a DL man,
completely. That's queer.
that's so queer. That's so queer.
It's queer because I also like agree that it's queer because of the discourse that came about with people misinterpreting like the line about like, oh, it turns out that my baby daddy was cheating on me. Not a baby daddy. My partner was cheating on me with a man and not with like a girl. Oop. A lot of people like took it out of context and were like, oh, is she being transphobic? This and that. And then it like opened up the floor for there to be like conversations about like when it's not being transphobic and like when it
Right.
is, because those conversations are important too. So we don't like trivialize like real shit by like falsely like identifying certain things as that. Because like we are wasting time by saying that like one of the like the more like prominent like stars in music right now who is like a dark-skinned black sapphic woman is being transphobic. Like that's one, not true, and two, not helpful.
Not helping anybody.
Um,
Denial. Ray of Light.
Ray
Gay.
of Light, mama.
That's the
Ray of
gayest
Light
shit
is
of all
completely
time.
gay. Gay because it's gay and it's camp, but also canonically like Ray of Light is her like
spiritual. Well, and also didn't she?
Just this, and that like I feel it is very.
And I think something that takes it from
Can be straight appealing.
maybe queer, yeah, is that like she like start studying Buddhism?
She sure did.
That's like such a rich white lady gay thing to do,
Completely.
and not a queer thing to do. White people doing, I'll speak for us as the representative of all white people. As soon as the spirituality gets a little questionable, it's like it's Jover, because the like, you know, colonialist roots. I'm like, your idea of religion is wacky. So as soon as you start investigating others that aren't as wacky, it's gonna get wacky.
Mama.
Ankles, Lucy Dacus. I put this on here for the girls who know.
Girl, bye.
This isn't the music video with all the pale people and thin people. This is
No, I know.
Yeah.
But it's still gay. It's
still
gay.
It's gay as
It's
balls.
gay because it is surface level just gay. And it's easy, and you don't have to think about the deeper implications of the work or the artist or the general like album.
Yeah.
So whatever. We've talked about her enough. Houdini Dula Peep.
Dula Peep.
Mama.
That's
this,
gay. You want to say it's queer because we really like it.
I think it's gay. I think it leans queer because I think
Because it's fierce.
the imagery and the vibe that it evokes. Because also that was like the first one, right? Like that was the first single from the album. This was when we still thought it was gonna be like mostly like psychedelic like 70s like type of judge, and that gave me like, especially like in the music video, like with that like one like part
with all the like sea of bodies.
Yeah,
I'm
like
seeing
like
in my
it gave
mind's
like
eye.
very like studio like 54 like type of vibe, and so like the feeling and the vibe that like evokes for me feels queer, but I agree that the
Also,
general product is gay.
Bullying making you cooler, i.e. Dula Peep becoming a better dancer because we all made fun of her.
That's gay.
That's a queer experience. Florence and the Machine Free. That's queer.
I think that is so queer.
Because like I
It's
think
so
doing that
queer.
the context for the music video, for those who have not seen it, because it's not one of her like big ones.
Mhm.
It's not like Dog Days. She films it in Kiev, like in the Ukraine.
Yeah.
And with like all Ukrainian filmmakers and
Yeah.
creatives and like a whole team, and it's about like when she's dancing is the only time she's free from her anxiety.
Yeah,
but
it's
then
such a
at
good
the
song, like-
end, it's a beautiful song.
But by itself, but yeah.
And then it pans out, and they're standing in like a cemetery in Kiev, and it's like to the beautiful Ukrainian filmmakers who like are brave souls and beautiful artists. Right as everything was going down, and it's still going down, obviously, but like right as it started, to have someone on that team was like,
Yeah.
hello,
Hello, Chicks and Mattel. Okay, so here's the thing.
She's
that
capitalist Barbie.
was so fucking slay when it came out. Like the song, I think is very queer because it makes no sense. It's about nothing.
Yeah.
And she's just like dancing her like ass off with like two dancers in the whole like music video. It's like very, very silly, very, very fun. And definitely, I would say,
What was that?
our trash just fell over in
Our
the
trash
other
just
side of the
fell
room. Please don't
The
pay
the
attention to it.
yeah.
Okay, we got a few more, so let's keep trucking. American Teenager by Ethel Cain.
This is complicated because if you would ask me this 2 years ago, I would say queer down, no questions asked, because it is a music video featuring literally the one person is a trans woman, and it's about America post 9/11 and like war. However, it's hard to live in the context. We need to live in the context with Ethel Cain, and that it's maybe this song is demoted to gay because like Southern Gothic type art can toe a racist line. Not that this is a racist work, but she had her moments.
I kind of disagree because
Okay.
what I think is that like the art for what it is, like there is a complicated and a layered history there, but there's a lot of trans people, a lot of black people that exist like within that, and so
Yeah.
I feel like just that, because it's set in that and because it has that like setting and that vibe and that tone,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's fair to say that it like immediately goes that way, because it like erases a lot of what like is like part of that, which is the the marginalized folk that like did live like just in that like context. And like I do think it's important with everything that has happened like recently to kind of like look at her work.
Yeah.
I think that this still feels very queer to me, because the stuff that it's talking about and the stuff that it's showing is still like queerness. And I actually think that like part of being queer is owning up to when you do have a more complicated like moment, and like when things are more like nuanced. So I actually think that the fact that this becomes more layered with what we like now, what has like come to light, I still think that feels very queer, in the way that like it still feels very complicated, and it's a conversation that not enough people are having. And
Also,
the fact that like Obama put this song on his like playlist of the summer shit, when it's literally like talking about the government like habitually just shipping people off to get killed, and or like limbs like chopped off.
Right. And
like
also the song
that feels
is
very
like
queer to me.
in a very queer way discusses religion, because the second verse is
Yeah.
about how like after Ethel Cain, the character, not the like woman, the real woman, Hayden, it like after her father dies, she preaches for him in church, but the only way she can do it is get really fucked up. So she's like, I found whiskey, but I always deliver Jesus. If you're with me, let me handle my liquor. That is so queer.
Yeah.
Religious trauma is queer. I could talk about Ethel Cain all day, but
Moving
now it's a little more
on,
complicated.
Seema took a sexy picture of me.
I'd say that's straight.
I'd say that's straight.
It's good.
cute.
Beautiful
Beautiful
Liar,
Liar,
Shakira,
Beyonce.
Beyonce.
I have to so I would have to say that it is queer, fundamentally queer, because I think that the level of cunt that was served at that time and the impact that had on so many people, and the aftermath of that, I think is
Mick, have you
very,
ever
very
seen
queer.
the Beautiful Liar, Shakira, Beyonce music video?
No.
You're
That's
racist.
shocking.
That's
That's
like
shocking.
double racism.
That's
right
double
there.
racism.
Double fucking racism.
I don't watch music videos, to be honest.
We have this conversation often where I'm like, have you seen that music video? And they're like, no.
You've had so much time for this one though.
I
It's just
never,
so
like,
good. It's
vibed
so
with the
fierce.
medium,
It's so
you know?
kind. I think, yeah,
I
it's at least
had
gay.
that on my iPod Nano in elementary school, and I'd literally be on the bus like, I trusted him, and so tied together. It's so good.
Leave a comment below if you were bumping the Spanish version. Okay, Fame is a Gun by Addison Rae.
Oh my God. This is, should we say it on 3? 1, 2, 3, straight. Oh, actually, I think it is gay. I think you're right.
I think it's gay because a lot of cis gays love it.
Well,
not to
and
say that
she's
it's
also
not valid for queers and
dating
non-cis
a
people. However,
former iOS soldier or like currently an iOS
I think
soldier?
former. So
Right.
So it's
Addison,
very
flop.
I would say it's gay because I think it's definitely good for the straight people, and it's good for the gay person that either doesn't care or is just trying to listen to the music.
And I will say that song, that synth, lights
has
me
such
the
a-
fuck up. It
Yeah,
lights
a
me up.
good
It's
song.
so good.
She just has such a like a shaky public standing, because sometimes we love her, sometimes we don't, and I don't always keep track.
What was that? Lord.
What was that? Okay,
I'm gonna
I
say
would
it's
the song is gay.
gay.
The music video is queer.
The song
because
is gay,
there's
music video
nothing
is
more
queer.
queer.
Album is queer.
Than being a queer person walking around with your camera GoPro strapped to your bike, and you're like, this is an amazing music video.
Right.
You're a queer.
I love that. Birds of a Feather, Billie Eilish. I will give that one a gay.
I think.
I will give that one a
I
gay.
think gay.
I will give that one because this is still the she's.
I think it's gay.
I think it's gay. It's good, but also I think
Yeah,
she's
it's
the
good,
only
but it's
person in
not-
it.
Yeah, she
And
is. the
queer's
only
about
person in it.
connection.
Yeah. Mr. Electric Blue.
Bits of
Okay,
Blue,
so this is
straight.
the thing. We have recorded reaction videos to 2 music videos and songs of his now. They are so fucking rotted. We have not like put them out, and they probably won't see the light of day until we do it for like a special thing like later on, like down the road.
The Patreon.
Just know
Subscribe
that
to the Patreon.
it is so fucking straight and it is so fucking rotted.
It's so bad. And we're ending with a really strong gay contender. So Hot You're Hurting My Feelings. Caroline Polachek is gay.
Really, really, really good.
It's really, really good.
It's very good.
I don't think it's queer because it's not about anything that would pit, like for a straight woman to make it for it to be queer.
It's cool, it's fierce, it's a little go girl, give us nothing, because the way that she's dancing
But she's giving everything. She's not giving anything, but it's everything.
Exactly, gay.
Like, well, because okay, not to get like derail us, but when she was part of Chairlift, her 2-piece with her, like back in Brooklyn, when she lived in Brooklyn back in like the 2010s, she was in a 2-piece band called Chairlift, whatever. They have a music video called, oh my God, Amnesia. It's amnesia, but like with a bunch of syllables in there. I think it's amnesia is like how you say it. She is dancing down in that music video, like in a way that I'm like, are you trained? Like, because I would have lost my balance 4 times over. It's like, and I like have some training. And she is like doing crazy shit and not falling over, and it's like executed very cleanly. I'm like, so you can do all this, but in So Hot You're Hurting My Feelings, she's literally
walking around like this. Like it's so silly. It's so silly.
But she's
like
really
skipping
hot.
around.
And I think she choreographed that all herself, because who else would do that?
A lot of her movement quality choreography does give me the vibe that she does it herself. Like, what is that live performance of her?
Dang.
No, but that is also crazy.
I love that
one. What's the song? Desire.
Welcome to My Island.
Yes, that.
Love that.
And then she's doing like the. It's really crazy. That is giving like I choreographed this myself in the hotel room, but I'm feeling it.
Well, to me, it's giving like I was doing it in the studio as I was recording it.
That too.
She's literally like I'm like, girl, you're me. I love her.
It's crazy.
She is a little problematic to me, but I love her. Okay, we gotta go.
Let's take a break and then we can talk about that.
Bye.
Hi, gang. It is no secret to the listeners of this here podcast that Zoran Mamdani has won the Democratic primary for the NYC electoral race.
It is also no secret that in the key moments of the last week leading up to the primary, the Ladyboy Radio Hour officially endorsed him.
We take our responsibilities seriously as trendsetters and spiritual leaders, so we plan on doing our biggest one for this campaign.
It is imperative that NYC be a sanctuary city in light of the continued attacks against the queer community, as well as other forms of organized hate plaguing marginalized folk. Zoran has promised to make that a reality.
We will continue to discuss and support the campaign as it draws closer and closer, and we encourage you to join us.
The donation link to the campaign is and will continue to be on our link tree, so do your big one and donate. If money is tight, you can donate your time or labor instead.
My name is Adrian.
My name is Shiloh, and we approve this message, Mary.
And we are what?
We're so back. We took a considerable break between parts 2 and 3 because we needed like a little vibe reset. And also because Mick had never seen the Beautiful Liar music video, so we did put that on in the background while we talked.
Yeah, we've been trying to debunk the fact that Mick is not a music video person. We've determined that if you show them the right Chapel Roan music video, they'll live. Narrative-based
music videos seem to make
narrative,
sense.
And it has to be something that doesn't ask you to understand the lyrics too much.
Yes. It has to be a story outside of the lyrics completely, which is okay. When you're like, I don't understand. You're like, I don't understand what this shot means. Is like such a foreign idea to me because it's like not to be. This is gonna sound so pretentious, but it's like examining poetry.
Now a warning.
Or reading. It's like It's like any medium. It's like.
I'm more of a small.
Extra small.
Damn. You got me. I'm so skinny.
I looked down like dick-wise was the implication.
Mama, ask your dad.
Don't talk about
What were
my
you
dad.
saying? Let's get back on track.
I don't even remember. Narrative. Oh, it's like when you're examining any type of unfamiliar media. It's like Shakespeare or some weird poetry where you're like, I don't really understand why this is supposed to be good or what this is in reference to. It's like it's a different medium, you know? It's different. It's different. It's different. I just really like music videos. It's where I like all my favorite things about film. It's because I really like music videos. Yeah.
Okay, so hold on. Since we just like roasted them, Nick,
yeah.
Would you like to chime in on the whole? Does Nick like music videos or not? Is that valid?
I do like music videos. Part of the problem is that the main time I was looking into music videos was like when Jar of Hearts by Christina Perri was really big. So I feel like I've seen a lot of bad music videos.
The black and white?
Yeah.
I know exactly.
With, you know, like the jars and like the hearts. So I feel like that's part of it. It's like I don't have like a lexicon like you both do to reference. So I don't know. I really did like Casual by Chappell Roan, which we also just watched during the break. That one makes complete and total sense to me. So I feel like the less absurd it is, like absurd in imagery, but not in point, if that makes sense. That resonates with me because I come from theater. So it's like, what's the point?
Because I come from theater.
I'm from the theatre.
Yeah.
Bless you. Okay, yeah, no, I think that's so valid. Yeah. I think that this also highlights something that I think is one of my like favorite things about Shiloh, which is when you just can't like understand something about like other people to the point like where you're like, well, that like can't be like the idea that like someone doesn't like something or the idea that someone doesn't know about like a certain thing.
I have
like,
a very hard time.
Shiloh is extremely troubled by the concept of somebody not liking pets. Which leave a comment below if we should do like a deeper dive into this because it's a very deep lagoon.
Like when somebody's like, I don't like dogs, blanket, or like I don't like cats, blanket, I don't like this, blanket, I don't like house pets, blanket statement.
They're not cold. They don't want a blanket.
Well, there's something that like, because having compassion or appreciation for an animal like in the space to me is like something of, weirdly enough, has become like a moral equivalency to me. I don't know why that happened, but it's the autism. It's very black and white thinking.
Well, I think when somebody is like with animals, I think it does say a lot of good things about them as a person. I think that there is a world in which you can still have a lot of those like good traits and it not show itself as like, oh, you like the animal. But I understand why for you it's like, well, are you like some sort of weird fucked up guy because you don't want to pet that dog?
Right.
Like you don't like whim, you don't like fun, you don't like fun things. Like I get it. But anyway,
also this creature, a lot of like domesticated animals literally like at this point, it is in their like genetic nature, their genetic makeup and their fundamental nature bred into them to want to please you and be nice to you, a lot of them. So like I'm sorry. Also, I have like, you know, we were talking about infidelity last episode. That fucking shit ass guy. It's also a little tied back to that because I introduced him to my old ass childhood dog that I was lucky was still alive. This is about Bob. Was like, you know, still alive. Sorry, we're so off topic. We're talking about music videos. But he just was like, I introduced him to my old ass dog. Then we got back in the car and I was like, so like, did you like her? I know you don't like dogs. And he literally looked at me and was like, yeah, I hate all dogs except your old ass dog. That was the exception. And I was like,
sorry.
I literally was like,
yeah, no, so like this makes sense. Like
right. And then also we would like be out in public and his neighbor or like apartment complex. A neighbor would be walking a dog and he's like a big tall person, Bob is. And so a dog would like run up to him and be like, please pay attention to me. And would just sit so patiently and he'd literally be like, and I'd be like, if you like, it's not even what, like, just touch it. It's a Palmer. Sorry, but you get the idea.
What about the idea of someone that has a dog and is so kind to that dog, but is racist?
Hate that.
Right. Circling back to the music videos of it all.
Yes.
I think something that I was thinking about while these two queers were going back and forth about which like music video, yes, the blah 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 blah, is that I think watching music videos together as a group, as queer people, I think it just like sets the room up to talk about how we consume the media, which then like eventually I think like so easily like devolves into talking about how like we exist in the world and how we perceive how we exist in the world, which like as queer people there's a lot to be said about that.
As
And
gay
so
people, we get to choose the music videos we watch. Oh,
whoa.
I don't know why I had to be share, but
but yeah, I just think that like that's what it's about. It's not just the watching of the music video, because like yes, like we love to
Puss.
consume media, but like also I think it's the vibe that brings. Because like think about all of the tea spilling sessions that like you've had in between watching the music videos. Think about like all of the talks about gender that like you've had in between talks of music videos.
Yeah. Did you just nudge me?
Yeah, trans.
Yeah. Oh no. I mean, there's so many music videos where I'm like, this is the most trans thing I've ever seen in my life.
And then we always talk about it. So there you go.
Some
Wait,
musicians
something else that we need
are
to talk
more
about.
dollish than they know.
Something that
Like, well, there's a we were looking for our song of the week, and there's a song
We
by
were.
DJO, who you may know is the guy who is also Steve Harrington in Stranger Things. He's a musician. He released a really good album recently, and there's a song on there called Egg, where he's talking about, don't you wish you could be somebody else? And I literally said, doll behavior. That is doll behavior. Anyway. Sometimes people be writing a song that's so dollish in theme.
Before we do Song of the Week, I
Yes.
think we need to give a very important update for those of you that have been following along with the saga of whether or not Shiloh is employed or not. There has been an update.
I have a job, bitches. Oh, I got a job, bitches.
Finally
Oh,
has a job.
I
Oh
got
my
a job.
God.
I work for Redacted, a coffee shop. I'm making a decent, okay amount an hour. They say I'm
Yeah.
going to make like, with tips, 30. I could start as early as tomorrow. Probably won't though. Sorry, Mick, because you're wearing the headphones, and I'm sure that sounded terrible.
It was intimate for sure.
Especially because
Ooh.
you breathed on me earlier, and I yelled at you because I was overstimulated. So,
I loved it.
okay. Phew. Good. I'm glad I said something about it on camera because I felt bad.
That's so crazy.
Mama,
Wait.
'Cause I was
when's
feeling
this episode gonna be out?
over
Am I gonna talk about
stimulated.
I can't talk about it.
What can you not talk about?
And I also have news about my dog, but I'm not going to be able to talk about that until next week's episode, so stay tuned in.
It's good news.
No, it's good news, but I can't talk about it until next week's
For
episode.
Adrian, it's good news.
Yes.
Don't you wish you could be? Okay,
Somebody
so
else.
are we going to
Okay.
talk about? Do we have time to talk about any more music videos? Like, are we going to go back through that list? Okay, can you pull up
Oh,
the
yeah.
doc, and I'll talk about.
We wanted to circle back to some of the music videos from that first list that we talked about at the beginning of the episode.
Yeah, because I have
But-
a lot of. One thing about me is
There's more words left.
when I was a young warthog, in the words of The Lion King, and my siblings and I would talk about music, they'd be like, yeah, we're into like rock and like Indian stuff, and you're like into pop music, and it was said like really dismissively. But now as a grown-ass adult, I'm like, Mama, it was a special interest the whole time. Because I have carried around in my head a lot of information about only this and nothing else in my mind for years. So as I was like info dumping to them about these music videos between segments, they were like, so stop. Why are you saying this now? Without a microphone. Like, we start talking about Like a Prayer and the Super Bowl origins and
Wake it
how
up, wake it up.
they like it got approved by the Catholic Church to do some Catholic imagery. And also, I think it was either Coke or Pepsi. Someone look it up. My mom has told me this a million times. So again, I could be fabricating this. But they paid her to make this the music video to play in like during the Pepsi.
$5 million.
$5 million in the 80s, Mama. Or was this the late 80s, early 90s? Or
89.
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking. It was 89. But I didn't want to be wrong. So they paid her $5 million to do it. And she was like, great, I have complete creative control. And they were like, yeah, go for it. So then she brings to them and is like, I've brought you my music video. And it's like incredibly subversive for the time. She casts a black man to play Jesus. And like, they cannot stand it. The Catholic Church is like, actually, we change our mind. We didn't approve any of this. This is all bad, 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 bad. And Pepsi was like, go ahead and keep the money. We can't air that. And so she got to make it exactly how she wanted with complete creative control, did not have to pay a dime for it.
And did not have to do the gig.
Yeah. Like,
Take notes. Take notes at home.
Extremely cool to
That's how you
say
do
like
it.
a big fuck you to corporate like that.
Yeah.
And also like, I mean, it is like, there's something to be said about a white person using like a black actor.
For sure.
As a subversive prop. But I think for where we were at the time.
I agree. I also think that like it's stuff like this that like I think needs to be part of the conversation too, about like when people are like, oh, like is she still / like is she like at all the queen of pop? And it's like it goes beyond just like the music and the performances. Like it's also about like stuff like this. Like that is like really like a lot of like her gig is and has been like pushing like the envelope. And like there's a lot to be said about that. And yeah, like when you are someone that is like pushing boundaries in like a very white field and you are also white, like I think that like there's a lot of opportunities for stuff like that to happen.
Completely. And she did like Vogue, another very important Madonna music video for the culture. It's great, a banger of a song, a really good music video that's held up and is like a cool snapshot of like old way Vogue. Right?
Yeah,
it's very cool,
and, like,
but also
did a lot to bring it into the mainstream, which is like
good in some ways,
complicated, you know, because I think that like there's just like from Vogue like all the way to like Pose and to Drag Race, like there is a very like I think complicated like relationship of bringing things that are from the queer like fringe into the mainstream, because like there is a reason why some things are fringe, but I also think that there is a balance and there is like a conversation that can be good and can be like mutually productive. It's a balance that needs to be like constantly like fought for, and so I think like sometimes the scales tip.
And even like when someone who is not queer in the like out I'm a gay person way, like Madonna, also a white woman who takes something that is on even the queer fringes, because like drag queens and like people in ballroom, especially people in ballroom, wake that up, were like shat on pretty heavily until like Vogue and that turning point. However, we then invited a lot of like non-white queer people into the space. Not to say there were, or not non-white, white people rather. Fine, okay. It opened a door for a lot of like queer white people to be like, and I'm a part of that too, when maybe we weren't. Yeah,
I think also this can circle back to music videos as well.
Yes.
I just want to say one last thing in summation. There is a trend in a lot of cultural borrowment that can happen, especially in our modern day United States of American culture.
So
but it's the difference between appreciation and appropriation. And Madonna probably was at some of these, gigs watching the girls Vogue, and she was like, that's sick, I'm going to put it in a music video. And maybe she didn't necessarily intend to give it a platform and introduce it into the mainstream. But without that, we might not be able to even be talking about it now.
Yes.
Well, let's talk about the unsung hero of her visual aesthetic at the time. A visual aesthetic, that's what an aesthetic is, you idiot. Of her looks at the time and who she got them from, who is actually a true appreciator of queer culture. With me on 3. 1, 2, 3. Michelle Visage. Because for those who don't know in the room and also listening, Michelle, the blonde hair cone bra thing was Michelle Visage. And then Madonna,
do take two to make a thing go right.
It do take two to make a thing go right. Madonna saw it at the gig and was like, that's fierce, did it for Vogue, and then sent Michelle a cease and desist and said, stop copying my look. So but also she stole that from a straight person.
We love Michelle.
We love you, Michelle.
But yeah.
Friend of the pod, Michelle Visage, please come sit in our dingy apartment.
And like I think no,
Please-
please do.
Please come sit in the
We
dingy
love you,
apartment. We
Michelle.
love you, Michelle.
We love you, Michelle.
Bring your daughter too. She seems fun.
Um,
She seems like a cool
yes.
girl. You raised some cool kids. Good work.
I think also like when we circle back to the music video talk of it all,
Mm-hmm.
I think that this is also like a way in which like amongst the community like we can share and there can be because now that like there is Vogue like being like featured in like a lot of music videos and a lot of like performances. I mean like on like Beyonce's like Renaissance tour, like that was literally like the Vogue tour. Like I think that it like the media that like used to be the inspiration has now become like the platform like for a lot of these artists that come like from the fringe to have their time like in the mainstream. So it's like a very like back and forth. Like there's some good that comes from it because like those people should be lifted up and they should be seen as just as legitimate and like as like white ballet dancers. Do you know what I mean? Like that
Completely boobs.
that should be just as revered as all the other dance forms because it's like it's a dance form that is just as valid and just as fucking hard.
If
So
not harder,
like
because a lot of the training on some air quotes training on some of these bitches
Completely.
is like from going to the gigs and watching
Yeah.
their sisters do it and being like, okay, so I guess I'm gonna spin on my head? Question mark. Like,
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna do the craziest dip you've ever seen. I'm gonna do the 360.
no, exactly.
Like, I
So
almost
it's-
said Christ 360, which is
Christ
skateboarding.
360 is crazy.
Christ 360 is
Um,
when the board goes around. It's Tony Hawk. He's the one who did that one. What you couldn't see. Friend of the pod. I would love.
Front of the pod.
My favorite genre of Tony Hawk tweet is when he's like, somebody stopped me today at the airport and said, hey, you look a lot like Tony Hawk. And then they like check my ID and they're like, oh my God. Like, or on the plane, they'll be like, hey, that's crazy. I'm sitting next to a guy who looks exactly like Tony Hawk. And he's like, yeah, so what other music videos are on here that I haven't? Oh my God. I mean, like, give it up, give it up, give it up. Take On Me, Aha.
Aha.
Aha! That music video actually like changed it forever and ever. Are you both familiar with Take On Me, Aha? Can you see it in your mind's eye?
Yeah.
No, like we as queer people, we get to choose what music videos we watch, and that one is fucking sickening. And also like, just the idea that you could do more in a music video than stand there and be like, take on me. They said, we're going to change universes. We're going to do something conceptual and fun. We're going to go into the art world. We're going to get silly. I love that era of music video. That's the DJ noise.
What's your song of the week by chance?
I'm changing
Y'all wanna
mine,
know
so that's why
something
I'm like
funny?
smacking my
Right.
lips.
We actually did something so crazy this week, which is we pre-talked and decided what our song of the week was going to be prior to starting filming, and yeah.
I'm gonna change mind. I changed
me-
mind. You go first because I wanted to pick
Okay.
something that has a music video I really like. So give me about 8 seconds.
Okay, well, mine has one. My song of the week is The Subway by Chapel Roan. Yes, that's right. My favorite song from a year ago is finally out on streaming. And we just saw the music video like we talked about, and it was fucking amazing. It was so fucking good, so visually stunning. Part of like me like discovering Chapel and falling in love with like her artistry was through like the music videos. Like we just watched the video for Casual, and that was when I knew. Like when I watched that, I was like, oh mama.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
also
mama.
Red Wine Supernova kind of locked us in also.
Red Wine Supernova was also like so life changing.
Uh,
That was really, really good.
I remember when I brought Naked in Manhattan into this home, and we were like, wow, she's
Naked in Manhattan,
fierce. There's
yeah.
something there. And then My Kink is came
My
out.
King
And
is
it was,
okay, so what is your song of the week?
So I changed mine. I wanted to do one that has a music video that I
Yes.
found very formative. I'm actually going to say Gorillaz Stylo. Thank you, Mick. Those music videos are really great because they have animation. A little bit, because you know the whole thing with Gorillaz is it's Damon Albarn from Blur and like an assortment of musicians, but instead of like they did like a virtual, like they're not. They created basically like an animated frontmen, and it's these little guys, and they all have their own storylines, and each album like takes you to a different thing. It's very fun, and then that way they can have a revolving cast of musicians, and the only person who stays the same really is like the front four, and it's really delightful, and the music video is really fun, and they're like doing. I see like. If y'all look it up and there's no music video for this, I'm gonna be so embarrassed. But they're like speeding. There's like a high-speed car chase in the desert, and there's little animated men in the car. It's very fun.
Okay.
I love gorillas.
Mick, what is your song of the week?
What's your song of the week, Diva?
Let's hear it.
So as we've discussed, this was a week where I was processing a lot of trauma. So I listened to one of my self-care songs that I love the most from the movie Paranorman. This is the song Norman's Walk by John Brion. Because
in the beginning when he's like walking, talking to all the ghosts. Yeah.
Because the whole point of the movie is that there's this kid who is interacting with magic, and because he's interacting with magic, he's a fucking freak, and nobody likes him, and everybody makes fun of him. And so this song in the movie, quote, the music video, if you will, of it all, is him going on a walk, interacting with magic, and having a beautiful, marvelous time. And I don't know, that resonated with young, little, tiny baby Mick inside of me.
One of the most... That movie is transgender. That movie is transgender. I love everything about it. I see exactly the song. I see it where he's like talking to the dead pigeon because he sees the ghost, and everyone in the neighborhood is like... Because he's like talking to a, like... He's talking to Roadkill. Being like, hey, but he's talking to the ghost because he can.
Hey.
We'll just have to watch Paranorman sometime.
You're laid on the side of the road.
That fucking movie.
Did you get run over? Were you killed on the road?
Oh, I love
your roadkill.
Roadkill. Oh. Also, feminist ass movie, if you really think about it.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
Thank you guys so much. This was such a fun episode. Thank you for letting me talk about my favorite thing on the planet.
You're welcome. I hated it.
Well, soon there will be a Fear the Fold music video, and we say soon because we don't know. So.
Yeah, but we have a lot of footage.
We have a lot of footage
that I have to sort through. And
I
see
waterboarded myself for that.
What we're gonna do.
And and there's a behind the scenes vlog of it if you want to go watch.
Yeah.
Some behind the scenes.
But I trust that if you are tuned in to this episode, especially if you are watching visually this episode, then I trust that you have seen all of the content that is available for viewing on our YouTube channel.
Mama,
is that true?
oh.
Is that true? Leave a comment down below if you
Share.
have seen that vlog in question.
Is my share getting better?
No.
We have to go. Dale, bye. Go watch Take on Me. And How Does It Feel, D'Angelo?